Hi, my name is James Scaminaci, and I am the founder of CJ's Street Report blog for Pensacola politics. I'm not an environmental scientist. Wouldn't even put myself as an environmental activist. And today I'm going to talk about Perdido Bay in terms of how Jackie Lane and her group wrote about the issue in their newsletter, Friends of Perdido Bay, and how it was covered in the 1999 grand jury report. So, any mistakes in the presentation are mine and mine alone, not Jackie's, not the newsletters, not the Bream Fishermen Association. So let me start. Both Jackie Lane of the Perdido, Friends of the Perdido Bay, and Barbara Albrecht of the Green Fishermen Association would probably tell you that the old-timers in Pensacola knew that the waters here, Perdido Bay in particular, were very clean. Fishermen would go out and catch mullets and wood boats. Jackie Lane wrote that when she was young, the bay was paved with clams, oysters were abundant, other fish could be caught, you could see the bottom. In 1941, there was a paper plant put in. It was then sold later on to a St. Regis paper plant. It was then sold to Champion International, and then in 2000 it was sold to International Paper, and it's located in Cantonment next to 11 Mile Creek, where it discharges its effluent, and that effluent then flows into the Perdido Bay. The Perdido Bay has been destroyed, and the story of how it was destroyed is a story of economic power buying science, buying politicians, local and state, and even federal, and local and state regulatory agencies enabling and being complicit in environmental destruction. They did this by allowing bad science. They allowed, back in the late 1980s, 1989, for Champion International to fund the only monitoring study of Perdido Bay. It was done by a guy named Dr. Livingston from Florida State University. When Dr. Livingston presented his findings in 1992, scientists at the Environmental Protection Agency in Washington, D.C., and scientists at the Florida Department of Environmental Protection repudiated his study, that he had submitted 15,000-page data or study that had given the wrong answer. And instead of pulling the temporary permit because they could never reach the standards as low as they were for protecting the bay, they said, do another study, and they kept the permit temporary for the last 30, 40 years. This plant can never meet the environmental standards. Perdido Bay is being destroyed every single day. And we need to make environmental issues, not only Perdido Bay, but environmental issues throughout this county, a political issue, because politics is what kills the environment, as well as